What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. My name is Splattercat, and today we're checking out Tribes of Midgard, which is officially in open beta right now for the next 3 or 4 days. So you can check out the game for the link that I have down below if after watching this you wanted to get the game. This is kind of a city building, tower defense, survival, crafting, Viking. There's a lot of stuff going on. This game has a lot of descriptors. And so rather than spending all my time on descriptors, let's just make a character and get running, shall we? We'll get a little bit of a suntan right there. That sounds pretty good. We've got a number of faces we can choose between. I gotta have the schnoz. Let's get the schnoz in there. I like that hair too. We're gonna rock that hair right there. We're gonna have kind of the little dread things going on. Kind of darken up the hair a little bit. Oh, we can emote too. Do we have any like dope emotes? Do I have any emotes where I like start Dougieing or something? Like I won't teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. I know it's old, but still, that would be humorous. I'm not trying to floss or anything out here. Or I'm trying to go with the classics for the moment. I think I'm okay with all of that stuff. We get to choose our blessings too. We have no blessing points available. Well, damn. I wish we had blessing points available, but I guess not. Let's go ahead and we'll back out and we'll start playing, I guess. It's time for a new game. I will create a new game. This is gonna be like a Splatty only game for right now, and you will never know my password. Ever. World name? Yeah, it sounds fine right there. So we've got our Lone Saga, ideal for solo or groups of 2 or 3 players. Grand Saga. This game is multiplayer. You can bring in a bunch of your friends and it'll save the server that you create so that you can all log back in again later if you wanted to keep on going. So if you got 3 or 4 friends, definitely one of those games where having a little bit of backup can help, but they do also include, there you go, they also do include like a solo mode, essentially. You don't get quite as much stuff, but like at the same time, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm rolling alone out here. I am the only Vikingir. So, let's keep it safe. As safe as you can be anyways for a people that, you know, eat stuff like lutefisk.
At the birth of the 9 realms, the gods gathered seeds from Yggdrasil and planted them across Midgard to protect themselves. Villages of humans began to settle around these seeds, benefiting from their powers and guarding them for centuries to come. But not all realms were pleased by the gods' control. Creatures began preying upon the seeds, lurking in the shadows of humans. The forces of chaos are now marching on Midgard, setting in motion the destruction foretold by the legends. Prepared to die a glorious death together to protect their homes, the humans stand their ground. Ragnarok has begun.
Is it beginning right now, or do I have like a 10-minute warning before Ragnarok starts? Alright, so the village hosts the seed of Yggdrasil. If it dies, everybody dies. We gotta go get some materials and some resources. Hellthings are going to try and invade the village at night, and they will become more numerous as they try to eat our wondrous seed. Sometimes a Jotun will come, and then we will have to kick it in the junk until it leaves, because that is what Odin requires. Odin loves a man that'll get on out there and kick a Jotun right in his junk. Just bow! Just take him out right in the Jotun balls. But for now, we are very, very naked, and we should probably work on that. So, let's stop being very, very naked. We don't have a tool right now? Alright, well we can get a flint rock right there. That looks good. Yeah, let's get some flint rocks. Apparently that rock had a soul, too. It's a very soulful rock. Every time you touch it's like, when the night has come. Just kind of like singing, you know what I mean? Let's go ahead and... Oh, I can't get that gray rock either. There's some twiggies over here, though. Let me get the twiggies. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Got a couple of twiggies out here. Got them. I don't know if we've got butterbur as well, just in case you were hungry for some butterbur right now. Can I pick up this rock right here? I was going to say, I'm just going to run around for a little bit until I find all of the stuff that I feel like I need. Apparently, that's the Jotun kick right there. That's the Jotun kick to the balls. That's what I was talking about. We have a literal special ability that allows us to kick Jotuns right in the nuts. And frankly, I think you get into Valhalla by default if you pull that off. Like, they don't even question it. They're just like, get on in here. Come on. Yep, go say hi to Frey and Frigg. It's all good. Hey, Thor, this is the guy I was telling you about. Yeah, I know. He walked right up, and he kicked that Jotun in the junk. He was naked, too. He didn't even bring any armor with him. I know. You imagine this guy? That's what I told. I know. That's what I told him, is that, like, well, he can just, like, get in by default. We don't even need to argue about it. All right, well, let's find a few more things laying around out here. I'm assuming that we're probably going to need some grasses or something. Yeah, like a tuft of grass. Exactly. Day 1 right now. That wheel is turning kind of rapidly, you think? That thing is rotating on me. I assume when it gets to the orange, that's like our warning period to be like, hey, get back to base right this second, because the hell things are coming. Yeah, just keep picking up flint rocks and stuff. I assume that the souls, I think we feed those to the tree if I remember correctly. I played the last beta, and we were still fiddling around with various systems by the end of like the second episode when we played the last beta. And so anyways, I am interested in seeing what things have moved around and what things have changed and what things are more important than they used to be. Because like the last time we played the game, it was a little bit rough and it was a little bit content light. But at the same time, I did like the central idea that the game was pitching. Frankly, I'm a sloppy sucker for anything that includes the world of Vikings, so... Well, the evening is here. I've more or less spent the entire day just picking up random stuff in the half-hearted hope that maybe I'll be able to craft something in order to protect myself. We didn't have, like, a full day to really get things done on our first day. I am, however, assuming that on the first day, maybe the hell things are going to be a little bit light, or at least we'll be capable of knocking them out with our bare hands. Can I go in through that gate right there? I can't. Okay, we got to go in through the main gate on this side. We can't hop on through like we've got special privileges. With the south gate, how hard is that to build? We need 400 wood, 100 stone, and 50 iron. Good lord, that's so many. Yeah, let's feed some souls to the tree. Oh, that didn't really accomplish as much as I was hoping it would accomplish. All right, let's go to the blacksmith and see if we can't get a weapon or like some tools put together or something. So we've got a basic wood axe. I'll take it. We've got a basic pickaxe. I'll take it. Can we make a sword? I need wood and iron in order to do that. We can't, however, not make that either because we don't have wood. We just have branches. So I don't think we can make any of this. Oh, we've got a Muspelheim hammer. The Muspelheim hammer. All right. Let's go talk to the armorer real fast, too. Can I get anything in here? We've got the Hell's Army helmet. We can get a standard torso if we can find some wool around. Okay, so we'll keep an eye out for wool then. Oh, here comes one over here. Hopefully they are killable. Yeah, exactly. Dude, I hit for over 100 damage with just my fists. That's the Viking nonsense I'm talking about right there. That's the punch of the North. Not the fist of the North. That's completely different branding. We'll get sued for that. This is the punch of the North, all right? Listen, man. I'm going to need you to leave my tree buddy alone. This is my tree buddy. He and I go way back. Like, we've been kicking it since, like, the days. Yeah, maybe don't do what you're thinking about doing right now. No! My tree! It was my favorite tree. We found fingernails? Ugh. What do I need fingernails for? That lady will heal you. Quick word of warning, stand inside the AoE for more than like 1/8 of a second when she heals you. We need maple syrup, or maple sap. Okay. Is there anything else I can craft around? So it's just like those 3 buildings right there. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. I don't know where I put on my blessings at. Ah, right here is where I put on my blessings. Alright. Now we've got 4 trees that we can play around with. We've got Ranger, Guardian, Brawler, and Warden. So one of them is for team play, one of them is for fighting, one's for defense, and one's for crafting as far as I know. I'm going to hold on to my points for a little bit. We're just going to kind of save them for a little while. I don't want to like go through my points before I know effectively what I need more of. But I'd like to have like a weapon by the end of the night. That'd be great. This dude is chopping down trees with one swing. What an absolute irrevocable god. That's unbelievable. Like, that's just impressive. If I ever go out, I've chopped down trees before, and it's not like a hard thing to do, but it definitely takes more than one swing. I'll let you know that right now. So the fact that this dude is running up and just cleaving a spruce in twain with a singular motion is actually kind of crazy. We got a little bit of stone right there. That's good. We needed that. I'm going to keep chopping down trees. I'm trying to get the wood supply up. We're getting lots of souls from doing this anyways. And honestly, I'd really like to get the tree recharged and get its health back up to full. It actually doesn't look like it's going to take us that long to mash out. Oh, no, it's a wolf. Ugh. Get out of here, wolf. Get out of here, wolf. Now is not the time. Bad wolf. Get out of here. There we go. So we got some leather. We got some fur. I'll take that. I'll take it for sure. I don't know if these little trees are even worth chopping. It looks like you still get 3 wood from them, regardless of how big they are. So I'm just gonna do it. Hey, more stone. Nice. Let's get that right there. I would like to see some amount of, like, channeling or something for chopping down the trees, maybe. Just to, like, draw it in and get a little bit more immersive, I suppose. It's one of those little things that, like, chopping down the tree with one swing, I don't know if that's because they're trying to keep momentum, and they're just trying to make it so that the game plays quickly, and it feels like a desperate scramble whenever it's daytime to get things done. Or, you know, if they're just waiting to implement the animations or whatever else. But either way, I'm more of an immersive kind of guy when it comes to my survival games. And so, like, I like it when you get kind of drawn in. You got to chop for a little bit, like, talk, 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 you know. Let's go over here. We got some iron. That's good. Maybe we'll have enough iron to make ourselves some kind of, like, something. Can I mine that? I can't mine that. Okay, well, I'm just going to go, like, in a rough circle for right now. There we go. I feel like they sped up the day cycle, too, since the last beta. I don't know if they did or not. But it kind of feels like the daytime goes faster. Like, I'm feeling like I gotta move a little bit quicker in order to get things put together. I'm gonna leave the flintstone right where it is. Or right where it is, sorry. I've got vocal slips going on right now. This is my first video of the day. And anytime you got a first video of the day, you gotta warm up the juices a little bit, you know? It takes a little bit for the thought processes to flow. Not 30 minutes ago, I was laying in bed browsing on my phone. And now, it's work time. Such as it is. I mean, I'm not going to pretend like my job is hard. But let's go ahead and we'll grab some iron ore for right there. All right, we'll grab a little bit of this. I went too far out in the woods and a guy shot me with an arrow. It was very, very not nice of him. Among the many, many realms of things that are considered socially acceptable, firing an arrow into your friend is one of those things on the list that I think will sour diplomatic relations fairly quickly. I think I'm going to come back, and I think I'm going to destroy his entire village. He's just going to get Anakin'd. Well, Big Bummerooski, it looks like my axe broke. So we have collected about all that we can collect for right now. However, we have 103 wood, we've got 9 iron, and we've got a bunch of stone. So hopefully that's going to be enough to get us somewhat equipped at the outset of this adventure. So for a sword, we need wood and iron. Let's do it. Wood and iron, brother. We'll go with a sword right there. We can make a shield out of wood and iron. Let's do it. So now we've got a sword and we've got a shield. Let's go down here and see if there's anything we can craft with the aid of this guy right here. I think most of this stuff required wool, and I'm still not super sure where I get wool from. My guess is that wool probably comes from one of the bigger, badder enemies that's a little bit further out, past the tier 1 materials maybe. Now, what else did I need? Oh yeah, I need another wood axe. Let's go ahead and make another one of those. Frankly, we can make a whole bunch. Yeah, just make a couple of them. As far as the inventory goes, it doesn't look like we can hold that much stuff, but it does look like we can actually backlog a whole bunch on, like, crafting tools. So you know what? Let's do that. Yeah, let's just make, like, a couple of these right here just to get us moving. Not enough materials. Oh, we don't have enough sticks. Nice. Okay, well, not nice, but you get what I'm saying. Let's feed some souls to the tree, get it all nice and healed up. I'm not going to heal myself for right now because I am a crazy person. What does this guy do right here? Hold on, there's like a different thing over here. Oh, you can fast travel. Okay, so there's going to be like fast travel shrines that we're going to find as we get further out so that we can continue our adventures even though we're like hugely isolated from our central territory. That sounds good. Nighttime is upon us. It's time to see how that DPS do. Now that we got ourselves an actual stabby implement with which to defend the tree. We're still walking around in our underwear like a pleb, so that kind of worries me. I'm not trying to do like a Mr. Proteus thing out here, just walking around all naked. First introductions to people are important, and I do think that they'll kind of write me off if they just see me out here in my undies. I do feel like it has more reach, so that's good. Is there any way for me to like get over here faster? Can I like sprint or something? These things do not seem interested in me at all. Like, they are utterly just ignoring me. There we go. Just knock out a couple more of them. My sword's got a reasonable amount of durability. I actually want to get these kills myself because I think we can use the XP. Oh, we got one more coming in. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get him in time before the daytime starts. Might be a waste of durability. Yeah, I was going to say. I'm going to save it. Let's go out and see if we can get some materials for some actual clothing so that we can be looking good in the field out here. I'm trying to get all squared away. Make it look like I am a Viking warrior of note, and the game is not making it simple right now. Yeah, go ahead and heal me on up. Looks good. Alright, let's head out to the wilds. I think I'm going to head to the north first, because if a Viking was going to head anywhere, right? To the north is a good place to start. After all, that's home. So here to the north, I see some kind of building. You can see it right on the edge of the fog of war in the bottom right. Definitely think it's probably worth checking out. Oh, it's a bridge. Okay. Yeah, let's check out the bridge. Let's see where that goes. We've got time. I do want to find out how we get, like, wool, though. I'm interested in that. Like, maybe this guy drops it? Hey, you. There we go. That was what was up right there. We got some bones, and we got some leather, and we took that guy's soul. That's how spiteful we are in battle. We're out here just stealing souls nonstop. Oh, there's 3 of them right there. I don't think I could take 3 of them. I could take 1 of them, but he did a pretty good chunk of damage to me, so, like, I don't know if it's a good idea. Oh, he's rolling away, too. Well, I got him right there. Yeah, probably could have gone better. Oh, we got wool off of that guy. Nice. So now we just need the silk. So if we can find some silk now, we can actually make our first set of armor. Those dudes drop wool, so we learned a new thing today. I guess there's apparently like dark elves out here or something that are going to be getting in the way. Trust an elf to be on the wrong side of the conflict, am I right? I bet the dwarves would never do us like this. I bet the dwarves would be standing side by side, shield in hand, holding the section of the wall, but no. Elves, they're going to go and sell out and join the enemy because that's what elves do. They're wishy-washy. That's why you should never trust an elf. It's kind of explosive. I wasn't expecting him to fly that far. Apparently, I've got quite a swinging arm on me. So we get fur and leather from those guys. I don't think we've needed leather for much so far. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think leather has been one of those things that I don't know if I saw it on any of the recipes. I mean, it might have been there, and I might have just missed it. Seems possible. Grab that right there. If I remember correctly, all the weapons in this game have, like, different things that they do, too. So if you take, like, an axe, you get different abilities than if you take a sword, than if you take a hammer. And so something to keep in mind, there is actually maybe some kind of bonus to using your favorite weapon and not getting locked into a singular choice the entire game. Like if you're looking for things that stun. If I recall correctly, I think the hammer did like a random stun or something like that, or it had like an AoE slam that stunned the enemy so you could finish them off. I don't recall exactly. It's been a long, long time since the last alpha or the open beta or whatever it was. But I am excited about this game. I'm looking forward to like being able to jump into a server because your character progress is going to hold in between maps as far as I understand it. And so like you can level up kind of in single player doing your own thing and then jump into somebody else's game. It's like the same level as you. Help them out a tad. Make their game go a little bit simpler. Perfect. A little bit more fur. A little bit more leather. Yeah, let me get that good stuff right there. Let me get that old-fashioned dog soul. Throw that thing up inside my knapsack. Which is weird, because actually I've never napped in a sack. And yet, it's called a knapsack as though at some point... Man, that was my throwing arm and everything. I was a southpaw. You know, I had career options till you did that. Now it's just like, well... Now I gotta find a place that'll let me work with one arm. Just like limiting my life options. Like if you're gonna shoot me, you know what I mean? Do it somewhere where I'll recover. If you're gonna miss anyways. Well, I felled every tree for miles and now we're heading back on into base. I got a little scuffed up by those elves that we tangled with. Turned into a bit of an ordeal. Probably one that the gods will reward me for. So we're back at Hmim now. Good old Hmim. There's no place like Hmim. There we go. Let me get that. Yeah, let me get that right there. So what's up with this chest over here? What does this do? It's a war chest. Okay, so do I, like, put stuff inside of it? Maybe for, like, other players? Maybe that's how you facilitate moving items in between players. Like, if you've got something and your buddy needs it, you can just hand it off to him through the chest, maybe, because there's no formal, like, trading system or whatever. For the torso, we need silk. I don't know where silk is at, but we got to find some silk if we wanted to make some armor. So, up until we find ourselves some silk, I think we're still just going to be running around like a painty-faced nudie man. We need seaweed for that. Interesting. So I can't get any potions right now. It's a shame, because I was feeling especially thirsty. This would have been a great opportunity for the old potion vendor to make himself a couple of nickels. But I guess he's just going to pass up on this pecuniary opportunity. Well, the night has come. It's time for us to deal with a few more hell things. So hopefully they're feeling especially spry tonight, because the last couple nights they haven't been putting up a great fight. They've given me a lot of opportunities to heal my tree up to full by feeding it with the soul of my fallen enemies, which honestly is one of the most metal ways to do gardening. Like, if you're a gardener and you're having trouble getting, like, the nitrates right in your soil and getting your oleanders to grow, consider feeding it a human soul. Might work out pretty well. Might work out better than you expect. What am I going to use fingernails for? Why are you prying the fingernails off things, you absolute psychopath? That's not the first thing that I think after I slay my enemies is like, let me peel off his fingernails real quick. Add it to my chalkboard collection, like, ugh. You better get away from that tree. You will not channel a magic spell. You will not damage the tree. That thing is a fine manzanita grown for 100 years. Alright, by my people. Leave it alone. Just let it grow. Let nature be. Apparently, we're in Beauforter. I can't say the second word. We don't have that letter. We don't have that letter. Guys, I'm headed out into the Beauforter. Watch out. Cook me some dinner. I'll be back in a little bit. It's time to go Beauforting. Well, so far in the midst of the field, there's not a whole lot to be seen out here. What I'd like to see from this game, actually, is it'd be really cool if each map there was a collection of random NPCs that do different things, and you could invite them back to your village after, like, resolving an event or something before nighttime. They come back to the village, and, like, let's say one guy works in a mine and supplies you with, like, an extra 15 iron a day or something like that, and a chance at, like, a rare gemstone every morning. There's another guy who's a lumberjack and does something similar. There's another guy who's, like, an armor vendor or, like, an armor merchant or whatever, who, like, instead of crafting the gear, there's just a chance every morning that in his trades, he'll come back with, you know, a random shield or something like that with its durability at a random level, and he'll put it inside of your stash. There's little things like that, like reasons for people to strike out and go super far into the wilderness. As of right now, it seems like the reasons to go really, really far out are just to get higher level crafting materials. But honestly, actually, I expected to see a few more enemies out here. I need, like, silk or something in order to complete some of my later crafts. Ugh, I am eating a lot of damage right now. I'm just taking that damage straight to the head. What do we have over here? We got a little bit of wool, a little bit of bones. I'll take it. Who knew that elves were woolly? It's a new thing about the textural aesthetics of elves that I'd never really considered. Like, dwarves, I'd freely admit that, yeah, they're probably pretty woolly. But like an elf? I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't naturally think of an elf as being woolly. Looks like we found a new biome out here. What is this thing? Can I do anything with these little campfires? Like, what's up with these little campfires right here? There's campfires, and then they have a little, like a little sconce next to them. Kind of wondering if I can get some kind of item to light those up, and those become like the fast travel points, so I can save myself a little bit of legwork while we're out and about the world. So we found some kind of new biome up here. Oh, that doesn't sound like a happy noise. Oh, that's a Jotun. Okay, let's not mess with frost giants or desert giants or whatever they are. I would rather not. Let me get that, though. I'm going to borrow that for a minute. Just kind of take it with me. Yeah, this is Tribes of Midgard. Obviously, this is one of those games that I think is really going to benefit from having, you know, multiple people playing it. But you can't play it by yourself. And so I wanted to give an impression of that. I don't know where silk drops. It's got to be from some mob that as of right now we haven't discovered yet. that's in a particular direction that we haven't gone. But we'll get it at some point, and then we will no longer be a painty-faced, dreadlocky, nudie man. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for stopping on, and if you wanted to try out the open beta, you can do that right this second. I'll have a link for you down below, unless, you know, you watch this video way after the fact. In which case, not going to be an option forever, but the game eventually will get released. And when it eventually gets released, then you'll be able to check it out as well. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie gaming every single day, so you don't have to. Thank you for being here, and thank you for patronizing the channel, and just, you know, showing up every single day. I appreciate it. Without you guys, I couldn't do what I do, and I do actually really, really like my job every day. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it and you want to see a little bit more. Aside from that, I will see you with something hot and fresh off the skillet tomorrow. Good evening, everybody.